Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? Dropped my clicker while I was clicking. Got it. So I have a JoAnn's haul and a JoAnn's story. It's a story with a happy ending. So that's why I waited to do this video, because I wasn't sure if I was going to have a happy ending or a not so happy ending. I wanted a happy ending, so I waited. So at the beginning of August, which is now a month ago actually, almost to the day, I put in an order with JoAnn's because a couple of you lovely, beautiful, wonderful friends of mine told me, hey, JoAnn's has Halloween yarn. And I went, something to satiate me while I'm waiting for Hobie to have their Halloween yarn out, right? So I very, very excitedly went and checked it out. And to my delight at the time, it was in. Well, you know, since then it went out of stock. Samantha, we all know Samantha, right? From Amethyst Craftworks. She had ordered some also. She literally, we started comparing, literally ordered the day before me. And she got hers, like she said too, she's like, well, it took a while and this and that. And I was like, yeah, mine's still processing. By the time she got hers, mine still said processing. Now, when I ordered it, I want to say it was like on the 4th of August when I ordered it. It was a day after hers. So whatever day she ordered it, I ordered it the next day. When I ordered it, I got an email the next day after that. So that would be like maybe the 5th that said like, it's on its way. Your order's on its way. And I was like, that's really fast even for JoAnn's. But I figured like with the Halloween yarn, I was like, I must have just got in, and they wanted to process it and get it out. And I figured that's why it was so fast. Then I got an email saying like your order's coming in separate boxes. And like, I kind of assumed that, it was a pretty decent sized order. It wasn't huge, but Halloween yarn. And then, I threw in some other bits and bobs while I was ordering. And, then I got an email saying, I think the next email I got was it was going to be delayed, which that's fine. As long as I get it, I don't care, And then like I kept getting like a loop of emails, right? Your order's on the way. Your order's in separate packages. And at some point I was like, holy cow, it's going to be in like 6 separate packages. And then I realized they were not actually, like I went to the JoAnn's site and went to orders on my account, and I realized that they were none of them were sent anyway. So I was like, what's going on? Well, then a box showed up at my door. Now I have separate things packed in here, so let me unpack the items. Not relevant at the moment. I was just trying to like keep I hate that noise of cardboard. I hate it. Ugh. I was trying to keep everything like relevant, Was this everything? Make sure. Okay. So, oh man, I hate this cardboard noise. This box is going as soon as right to their recycle bin. This showed up at my door. And I was like, okay, maybe that is everything together, because that's a pretty, if they packed it well, that's a pretty good size box, right? Now, let me open it so I don't show you my address now that I closed it. Here's what was inside. I left it alone, just like this. Well, actually, that's a lie. I pulled it out to see what was in it. So I put it back in and I stacked it better because it was just it was in a shopping bag. Which, okay, like that's weird, but it's okay. Like, it's whatever, I was just like, okay, all right, somebody ordered, like went through and picked them off the shelf or something. So there's nothing else in the box. It was literally it was this, okay? So I'm going to show you, well, I'll tell you, I ordered 6 of each of the new Halloween yarns. And then I ordered 2 of some other big twist yarns. That's what I ordered, right? Okay, so happy news. Some of this came, this is Witch's, I want to say potion. Yeah, this is Witch's potion. So look, I will show the yarn while I tell the story because, you know, it came, so why not? It's this beautiful variegated, and don't get me wrong, I'm just going to say now I'm happy with this yarn. I like this yarn. So this isn't like a, and it has a happy ending anyway, but the story does, but it's going to go through some rough periods for a minute. So this is one of the colors that came. It's Witch's Potion. It is, you may have seen it from like everybody by now because I waited, like I said, to make sure that the story was having an ending to begin with, and very gladly to see it was a happy ending. But I'm going to show you, like, tell you the details on it anyway. It is 269 yards, 246 meters, which is 4.3 ounces, which is 121 grams. It is a make sure it says that somewhere. Yeah, medium 4-weight yarn, which I agree with. It is, like, for those of you who have seen just a regular big twist yarn, it is the variegated version of big twist yarn. It's not anything thicker, thinner. It's big twist yarn. It's soft. It's really soft. It's 100% acrylic. I just want to make sure it says that, but I know it is. Let's see. Made in Turkey, 100% acrylic. Color Witch's Potion. Machine washable, low iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, dry flat. It calls for a US H hook, which is an 8, which is a 5mm. And for you knitters, it is calling for a US 8, which is a 5mm knitting needle. So I had somebody comment and say, like, do people really iron and this and that? I have actually seen some YouTubers who have ironed their yarn. So yes, people do. I've seen people burn it, like have one of those long, you know, the lighters that have the long stem, like for lighting your grill and things. I've seen people burn it, like to burn the fuzz off of it. I will not ever ever do that. Like, I don't know, maybe, and when they iron it, they don't iron straight on it. I mean, they put it on like low setting or steam setting or whatever, and then put a towel over it and all that. So it's kind of like they steam it really. But I don't see me ever doing that. I'm way less judgy for people doing that than burning it, but to each their own. You do what you want to do. I feel like that should come with a safety hazard warning, but I'm not going to recommend it. Anyway, and it's beautifully variegated in these you know, it's a very witchy color to me, right? It's got this beautiful green that's a lot like the slime green. It's not quite that color, but it's kind of slime greenish. I think there's a separate green in there, probably like where it meets the grayish black, because there's gray black in there too. See it up by the white? There's a purple, there's a white. It's beautiful. This is probably what the inside of like a witch's cauldron would look like, bubbling away. So I love that color. And then, see, now I will open it. But this came in a package. So 3 of these came. Two of the Witch's Potion came. 3 of this came, which is, I think, called Vampire Reds. Let's open it and find out. Now that I'm ready to open it with you guys. Vampy Reds. V-A-M-P-Y. Vampy Reds. See it right there. So it'll have the same stats and everything. The color obviously is different. It's this beautiful, like, dark reds. There's several shades of like a dark red, dark burgundy, and then there's black and a gray in there. It's so pretty. This one is pretty, pretty, pretty. I feel like this is Sandy from Crochet Canada. I feel like this is her all day long. It's so pretty, right? And again, it's very soft. And remember, I ordered 6 of each. So in this box, I got 2 Witch's Potions and 3 Vampy Reds that were not yet on the shelf or whatever, because they came in this bag. And then my just regular big twist colors came. I got 2 each of these. So I got 2 of these, which are the color cream. I've had it before. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's very cream colored cream. The difference in yardage with these, because of solids and variegateds. Remember I said these were 269 yards, which is 246 meters. It is 4.3 ounces, which is 121 grams. This is 380 yards, which is 347 meters, which is 6 ounces, which is 170 grams. So just under twice as much, basically. I don't want to work out the fractions, but just under twice. So I got 2 of the cream. Then here's the next color. I'm going to set this up here because I'm going to hold them up together. Then I got chocolate brown, which I've also had before. Same stats as the cream. It's a nice, there's more accurate of a color. It's not blown out by my light. It's a nice dark brown. It's not the darkest brown on the planet, but it's a nice chocolate brown. It's well named. It's well named. And then here's where the fun comes in. Then I got rust. Yes, rust, with some of it already, I left it as is, some of it already extended. This was pulled out through the bag of yarn. Same stats again. I'm going to tuck it back in now that I've shown you its arrival stature. And that's not a big deal either. Like, it's whatever. It very well could have gotten pulled out, like, tumbling around in the box. Rust, like I said, same stats again. It's pretty bright looking there. It's a little bit, if I'd stop moving it, maybe it would adjust. Maybe. Here, let's pull it back. So that's the color of it. That's pretty accurate compared to what it was up there. So I'm going to hold these 3 together. And if you've been around my channel any amount of time, you know what a Stranger Things fan I am. Right? You know. If you know, you know. These, I feel, are pretty representational of Eddie's, well, it's not Eddie's, the camper that at the trailer park in season 4 that Eddie helped hotwire. There's this beautiful chevron blanket in the back, and these colors are pretty matchy. I think I'm gonna have to rewatch season 4 again just to verify it, but even if not, I think these would go beautifully in a blanket together. So I got 2 of each to start out with and just see, you know, where I'm going. These are colors that I like to use anyway, so I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world if they're not the best match, but I think, I mean, whether it's the replica of Eddie's blanket or not, I keep calling it Eddie's blanket, of the camper blanket or not, I'm still gonna make something with it. So 2's a good start. So I got 2 of those, 2 of each. Now I showed you how the one had came open, and I'm not mad about it at all. I'm just saying that happened to come open. This was laying on the top, on the very top of everything. Just that's how it was laying. It's kind of naked, right? It's kind of naked. I was unthrilled by that. However, after sifting through things, at the bottom of everything was the label, and this is rust. Yes, so I mean, it's there, it's complete. It isn't like I'm not personally using it. I didn't buy this for a gift. I didn't buy the, well, maybe I'll gift the blanket, but I didn't buy this for like a gift of yarn. I didn't buy it for a giveaway even, which I don't think any of you guys would be mad at me if I did and I just taped it on or something. Like, I wouldn't be mad at that if I want to give away like that anyway. It's like, it's not the biggest of deals, right? But I was kind of irritated. I think I was already just irritated at, am I even getting this yarn? Is it even coming? What's going on? Why is it processing in so many different orders? Why has it already said that it's sent when nothing has sent according to the website? Like, what's going on? I was already in this like bubble of WTF, you know what I mean? So then I was just annoyed by that. And then, like, normally I wouldn't be annoyed that it came shipped in a shopping bag in a box. But I was, just because of what is going on, and now it looks like somebody just went shopping and threw it in a box, and it's still okay. I still got my yarn, so it's whatever, right? Well, then I got more notices about the yarns being canceled. And let me make sure, I think this was the next one to show up. Yeah, I believe this was the next one to show up. And So yarns got canceled. They were like, well, you're not going to be charged, but I had already been charged. So I was like, what? But this came a day or two later, and inside was 1, 2, 3, the other 3 of the Vampy Reds. Yes, Vampy Reds. I keep wanting to call it Vampire Blood. It's Vampy Reds. So I got all 6 of those, right? Now, so far, I have gotten all 6 Vampy Reds. I got all 6 of the plain colors, the 2 of each of the 3 colors that I ordered. And then I got, in this order, 3 of the Witch's Potions. Okay, so I got those. And then it said that all 6 of my the third color, all 6 were canceled, I believe, at first. But then it said 1 shipped out. So I was still confused, and I'm like, okay, but 1 shipped out, but now if you've counted along with me, there were 3 Witch's Potions in here. There were 2 Witch's Potions in the original box. That still left me without a Witch's Potion. And it didn't say anything about Witch's Potions getting canceled. The picture of the third color, when it said the name of the third color, which I'll tell you right now is Jack-o'-lantern. It said those were all canceled, but the picture was a Witch's Potion. So I was like, right. So I know what was going on. I checked it, like, I think another week passed at that point, I think, or close to a week. It seemed like every day seemed like forever because I didn't know what was going on. And I didn't want to be that person contacting them right away if they were just having some shipping issues or system issues. So I waited. And then what came next? This came next, I believe. It was just like, I've obviously opened these because I was trying to figure out what was going on. But this came next. It was even wrapped up like this, so it's very obviously one skein. And I assumed it was the other Witch's Potion because of the Jack-o'-lantern getting canceled, right? It's a Jack-o'-lantern. So let me show you. Same stats as the first set, the variegated set. And it is this beautiful orange, black, grays, browns, 2 different oranges actually, 3 different oranges actually. It's just, it's so very fall. It's so very heather. And if there was a gold in here, this would almost be like a vintage color, right? It kind of is still a vintage color. Maybe the vintage ones didn't have maybe quite as many colors in them, but I mean, it's still very much, very heather, very vintage, very fall, like used on its own, right? And it's so pretty. And this one came with, I don't know what this is, but it came with like a little sticky note that says 5148, which I assume, I didn't check, may have been my order number, may have been the stock number. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but I'm saying like they were clearly trying to sort out like where these went, you know, that was the point, I guess. So they were struggling, and I bet this is the most popular color, and I don't blame them because it's beautiful. It's by far my favorite of all 3 of them. It's one I would use standalone with any time of the, I mean, I'd use any of them any time of the year, but like without hesitation, if you're like gun to your head, pick one. This one, I would every day, all the time. So I got one of these. Then I was confused because I was like, so did they cancel 5 of them? Did they cancel 6, but they sent me one and they're canceling one of the Witch's Potion? Like, what's going on, right? Then a few days passed and I got another package, which I threw the package away for this one because I was just like over it at that point, and I was like, I'll just show people. This was in the other package. So I got all 6 of my Witch's Potions, all 6 of my Vampy Reds, all 6 of the plain colors, 2 of each of the plain colors, and then 1 of the Jack-o'-lantern. So 5 of them were supposed to be refunded. I think now looking back on it, I'll have to actually do the math now that everything came. but I'm pretty sure basically the charge just went away and then got recharged without the price of the other 5. So they were canceled, okay? So that happened, and that's okay. In the meantime, while I had been waiting for these, I had ordered one more of the Bernat Velvet in Blackbird, which I didn't save to show you guys. It's out in the other room because I've been making the bats that I said I was trying to sell, which I still never told you guys why I'm trying to sell stuff, but I'll make a video soon. But that came before any of this did. It's just like in the meantime, I had ordered it, I should say. And it came before any of this. I think it showed up the day before the big box did. So, or it was sent out, maybe. And then the box came, and then the Blackbird came. I think that's the order of it, actually. So I retract my previous statement. So in the meantime, or like kind of while I was waiting for the Witch's Potion, I think, to show up, they had restocked online. It was available again. So I ordered and got this. This came much quicker than the others. There was no hesitation. There was no anything. But I got more jack-o'-lantern, which had just been canceled on me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got all 6 of the ones that I ordered at like on a restock order. So, and I believe right now, currently, I think, unless, you know, it changed again since I looked, I believe these are all 3 colors are back in stock. So if you want them, the second order came much faster. They seem to have their stuff together after the first like big rush. I'm assuming they weren't really prepared for the first rush of, you know, everybody like mine, 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 mine. You know, all of us fall, witchy, autumnal, Halloweeny chicks and guys are going for this. JoAnn's, you should come on, guys. So that left me with 7 now of these, which is fine because, like I said, I would use this standalone. I would use it. I can use it in a bigger project. Like, there's infinite things. Like, I'm very happy to have 7. I will side note the video I just posted. If you haven't seen that, you should, first of all, because Samantha, I love you, girl, so much again still. For my birthday, she sent me 2 more. So that makes 9 of these that I have, which means I could make a big blanket, or, I mean, actually, they say that it takes 13 of these for a blanket, so I need to buy a few more if I want to make like a big blanket with just these. I'll probably mix in another color, though, to be honest, and not keep trying to greedy up all of them, since apparently everybody wants them, and because I'm trying to save money. But yes, there you go. So happy ending, but it was stressful, crazy. I wasn't sure what was going on, but at the end of the day, happy Heather. I do hope that you liked looking at the yarn and listening to my story tale of woe. It's not woe. It ended up very, very fine. My tale of experience that turned out just fine. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that it was worth the wait. I hope that you like seeing them. Tell me, did any of you guys get any of the, I know Samantha did. I know Christina from Me So Crazy, I know she got some of it. I'm not sure. I don't know if Bag O' Day, if Crystal got any. I'm not sure who all got any more of it as far as like YouTubers. But let me know if you guys did. And what you plan to do with it. What are your Halloween yarn makes going to be? Let me know. Mine are probably going to go towards blankets. That's why I got 6 of them. I figured I'd mix them with a different color or something, you know, because variegated is a lot sometimes. Or I may get some more of it and make a solid. I don't know yet, you guys. Like, especially with, oh, this jack-o'-lantern is so beautiful. I love it a lot. Yeah, let me know what you guys are doing with it, or if you got it, or if you want it, or if you're planning to get it, or let me know. Let me know what your favorite one is too. Like, just because I'm not, like I said, I'm pretty sure the Vampy Reds would be right up Crochet A Canada Sandy's. I think it'd be right up Sandy's alley. And I'm sure she would look at these and know for a fact that jack-o'-lantern is right up mine. I'm pretty sure all of you guys probably know that. But anyway, yeah, let me know. And I have nothing else for you in this video, so I'm going to let you go. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Love you.